Holy Thursday is the beginning of what we call the Paschal Triduum, the 3-day commemoration of Christ's passion, death, and resurrection. Holy Thursday remembers the Last Supper, where Jesus washes the feet of his disciples. This is an example of love and service. He has come to serve. He has come to offer his life for us. In a way, we contemplate on the heart of Jesus that has shared the greatest love that the world has ever known. We reflect on his self-giving sacrifice of his life on the cross. May our celebration of Christ's love during these holy days, in the midst of this current pandemic, inspire us to let the Word of God penetrate our life and to know the fundamental truth of who we are, where we come from, where we must go, what path we must take in life. Now, this current pandemic situation, with its physical distancing and stay-home protocols, has its way of containing time in a capsule. We end up finding ourselves in a holding pattern, as it were, in the midst of difficulty, anxiety, frustration, and mystery. Hopefully, we find ourselves ready and willing to listen and understand what this holding pattern would mean to us. Prayerfully, we become open to what God is trying to tell us at this time of our lives, that is to love and to serve and to forgive. Let me share with you a story which you may have heard already about a man who is both saved with a vision of the afterlife. He is first shown a great hall with a long banquet table filled with ambrosial delights. Each diner is equipped with a 3-foot-long spoon, but no matter how much they contort their arms, thrusting their elbows into their neighbors' faces, their utensils are too long to maneuver even a single morsel into their gaping mouths. They sit together opposite and side by side in mutual misery. This, says the man's otherly worldly guide, is hell. The visitor is then taken into another place and sees an identical table set with the same sumptuous viands and the same impossible silverware. Only here the diners are well fed, utterly joyous, glowing with health and well-being. What is the difference? The man is baffled. In heaven, says the guide, pointing delightedly as a person lifts his handled spoon across the table to the parted lips of a neighbor, they feed each other. So may our lives be always characterized by experiencing this feeding of each other, loving one another, serving the good of others, always sharing God's gifts, including life itself, with one another. May this online liturgy always remind us of Christ's commandment to feed each other, that is, to love one another as he has loved us.